The second season of the Esther and 2 series has been sponsored by Dr. and Mrs. Adam Ohayon in memory of Avraham Shlomo ben Yosef Amram and Yosef Amram ben Avraham Shlomo, Zichronam Livracha. Part 7. Each and every one of us have desires. We all have dreams that we strive to fulfill. We will, big and small, to do kindness, to succeed on a test, to be accepted in society, to win, to lighten one's face, and to do mitzvot. The heart wants, the heart desires and covets, and the hands help it to actually fulfill those desires. In the reality in which we live, the will is meant to become a reality. This is the way of the world and the role of man to fulfill the will of God. Haman also had desires. His ambitions were very great. His luck played to him, and he climbed to the viceroy's throne, to which all people should kneel and bow. He was filled with importance and respect. So when Mordechai does not kneel before him, he is filled with anger. Even in his burning anger, Haman is a man of high stature, and a great man whose great aspirations fill his heart. He doesn't strive to eliminate one man. He turns to the root of the phenomenon that hurt his pride and seeks to uproot him. That is why Haman wants to destroy the Jews with Mordechai. His arrogant heart, which asked for greatness and respect, made him begin a process that eventually led to quote-unquote new heights. Haman hung on the 50 amot tall tree. If he had ignored Mordechai and continued on his way, he would have continued on his promised path to greatness. It seems that the provocation of one man likened to a mosquito compared to the night horse who was Haman led to the horse deviating from its course and then crashing. Haman went after his heart and not after common sense, and he was hung for it. The Midrash tells us, "And Haman came, and the king said unto him, What shall be done to the man whom the king delights to visit? And Haman said in his heart, To whom will the king desire to make more precious than I? And Haman said in his heart." You see, the wicked are subject to their heart's desires. We see that with all evil men in Scripture. And Esav said in his heart. And Naval said in his heart. Yerovam said in his heart. Haman said in his heart. But the righteous have their heart in their possession. They own their heart. And Hannah, Medaberet al-Liba, speaks of her heart. Daniel puts it in his heart. David says to his heart. Haman thinks the king's desires him to be cherished, and his heart does not allow him to think that perhaps the king means somebody else. This mistake led him to the most humiliating event which he could not have imagined, putting Mordechai on the horse, dressed in royal garb. He is the one who threw himself down before Mordechai and announced the honor displayed for Mordechai. And that's the problem with pride. It directs the desire that arises within the person to negative and selfish places. Desire takes you to negative and selfish places. But the righteous are different. They can go after the heart, but only after asking himself if it's correct to even go there. Tune in for part 8 coming shortly. To hear the first season of Esther and 2, check out our website at findingholiness.com.